Battle of the Asons. It's Jayson and Kason ready to go here. I'll tell you one thing about Charlton. I feel like he's lost a little bit of weight since the last time we saw him in the cage. Looking a little bit lighter out there.
Yeah, he is. And we notice he's now consistently braiding his hair.
He took some big steps forward between his first and second fight. We'll see what he has in store here in this third as he takes on Stevens. Both guys are ready to fire those hands.
I like what I'm seeing from Charlton so far. Is able to land some straight punches and then get right out of there so he can't be hit back. And that is just the basics of the game. That's what you want to do.
Kind of a square stance from Stevens a bit. Good kick.
Nice body kick.
If I'm not mistaken, these are 2-minute rounds here. 3 2-minute rounds between these two.
That is correct.
Another kick to the body from Stevens.
And he's doing a good job of switching stances. I had to watch him there for a second because I was like, well, maybe he's just southpaw, but I did not get it wrong. He has been switching up back and forth a little bit.
Kason firing out with that jab, and Jayson returning fire. .30 seconds remaining in this opening round.
Ooh. Oh, that was a big overhand.
Good return fire from Stevens. Yeah, Charlton got inside that range, and Stevens let him feel it.
Good front kick. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Stevens. Good reads. You know, he kind of waited for Charlton to throw that body shot. And one of the things about throwing body shots is you've got to change levels with it. If you don't, you leave your head out in the open.
You can see Stevens has a really good right hand. Hasn't been able to connect with it yet, but it looks good when he fires it.
Yeah, both fighters had good moments. It was kind of a slower fight from the fights we've, been witnessing. But I liked it. They were kind of feeling each other out and using good technique, trying to work their punches in.
I don't really hate that pacing, though, for the heavyweights, right? We were talking about conserving the gas tank. I think both the guys kind of came out and really set a good pace for this one, as far as not gassing themselves out, but still being active.
Yeah, and we're kind of, they're both on a learning curve here. If this is Stevens' first fight, he looks very composed for his experience level. They both did. And so it's good to see them using their heads a little bit. Sometimes we see fighters come out here on their first bout and they just kind of go crazy. And it's nice to see maybe a little bit slower pace, but a little bit more thought process behind it.
Good first round in the books. Here we go for round number 2. Feels like maybe a slight edge to Stevens in that first round, but it was close.
And we'll see if this pace changes as the fight goes on.
Charlton looking to attack the body.
Oh, nice level change to the body for Stevens. Oh, look, a double kick.
Don't see that too often, but it works there for Stevens.
Ooh, a big right overhand. He's just setting up shots by going to different levels of the body. So you hit a low kick, body kick, overhand to the head. Like it's working out nice for him because it makes Charlton not know what's coming.
He's changing stances, going back and forth between
nice 1-2 down the middle. And southpaw, yeah.
But he hasn't thrown a lot from the southpaw position. I like him more when he's orthodox.
Yeah, and that may be that he's a natural orthodox that's playing around with southpaw, so he feels a little bit more comfortable in that position, being offensive. Ooh.
It might have been a little bit low.
Yeah. Or a high inside kick.
Yeah, fair.
Charlton took it good. Well, oh, nice right hand off of that body kick. You can see that Charlton's body is turning red from those kicks. And I think that's what he needs to do right here. He needs to pressure in. That's going to take away that kicking weapon from Stevens. Like you want to smother kicks. Kicks are only good at a certain range. And so I'd like to see him come forward more. Oh, nice combination there for Charlton. He's got to watch out for that big overhand.
Yeah, Stevens has been trying to set that up. He hasn't landed it yet. There's a good combination from both fighters.
I'd like to see Charlton continue this momentum into the closing of the round. I think that looked good for him.
Great flurry at the end of the round. Definitely looks good in the judges' minds, I would think. I've got it 1-1 after 2 rounds. I feel like even though that was a fairly close round, Charlton did enough there at the end and had a good moment in the middle of the fight as well.
That overhand.
That was a nice right hand for Stevens.
Nice 2 down the middle. They both have landed good shots. I think Stevens doing a little bit better job of blocking some of those.
When you watch it in real time, it's like, oh, Charlton has landed every one of those, but watching it back in slow motion, you can see pretty good defense right there from Stevens.
So it's going to, you know, depend on what the judges saw in that moment. I have to say, if I was in Charlton's corner, I would tell him to come forward, be a little more aggressive in this round. They both need to be more aggressive because right now it's kind of up in the air if it goes to decision. So this is really the proving ground.
Final 2 minutes.
Really need to turn up the pace. That's what I want to see from Charlton right there.
Who's got more in the tank here in this 3rd and final round? It's been a close bout to this point. You see right now Charlton, everything he's doing, right, it's a combination, 1-2, 1-2.
Yeah, which looks a lot different from round 1 where they were kind of pop-shotting each other. It's going to come down to who's going to push forward and set up these combinations. A nice little roll from Stevens. Ooh, nice overhand. He's just got to keep his hand up when he comes in. Ooh.
Going up top with the kick is Stevens.
You don't always see that kind of flexibility from the heavyweights.
Final 60 seconds and what has been a close contest.
Ooh, nice little check there. I want to see him come in after that. You know, you check the kick. It's time to come forward. Some tricky moves from Stevens that didn't land.
Yeah, Stevens looking for that spinning back fist. We had one knockout here tonight with a spinning back fist. Oh, Charlton.
That's a nice combination. I think he needs to stay on his opponent after that. That was pretty. That did get through the guard. Chase's corner calling for him to push.
Yeah, both fighters really need to turn it up for these final 30 seconds. I feel like this fight is still up for grabs. Charlton, nice right.
Ooh, good kick. If he can kind of stay on the outside throwing those kicks, he seems to have a lot of success. That was a good hook that landed at the end of that combination, Charlton.
Final 10 seconds here. You got to let it all fly.
You got to hear that clapper and go.
Good shot to the body from Stevens.
Ooh.
Both guys letting it fly.
They're letting it go.
I love it.
That's exactly what they need to do.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. Nice, boys. Love to see that. And they love it, too. Listen, I don't know who won this fight. I
really don't.
I usually have a definitive answer after every single fight. This was a very close contest. I mean, really, neither guy edging the other one by much. Curious to see what the judges think.
Yeah, and it almost looked like a mirror image there at the end, just both winging those big hooks. Yeah, it's going to be a close call for these judges. Let's see what we got here. A nice body shot, nice level change from Stevenson. Here we go into the hooks.
And as I was
starting, say like Charlton landed a few more, maybe. I don't know.
There's some big ones there from Stevens at the end of that.
It's really hard to tell.
They're just head down and swinging, baby. Damn, what a moment there. Both guys really showing some heart. And we talked about the gas tank for the heavyweights. They both held up pretty well. They both had something left at the end. And I'm impressed from both guys.
Definitely, I'm curious to see what the judges' decision is.
Yeah, judges taking a little longer to deliberate on this one than the other fights that we've had tonight. And our boy Dynamite into the cage. He's got some dance moves ready for the ring girls as well. And he's got your winner coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of one hell of a fight, we are going to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges have seen this bout the same way, therefore declaring your winner by unanimous decision.
So in the end, it is Jayson Stephens who has his hand raised.
And it might have been just a little bit more diversity. You know, it's hard to tell who had more volume. Maybe it was Stephens, but you know, he had a little bit more diversity in his strikes as far as landing kicks. Landing kicks to the body, kicks to the legs, kicks to the head. You know, varying levels of his punches. I think that really showed you know, a technical side that maybe Charlton didn't show.
A more complete fight there for Jayson Stephens, and I would agree with you. I think that had to be the defining factor in this one for the judges. Great analysis there from Victoria.